Good evening, everyone, from Great Park Ice in Irvine, California. Peter Gibbs on hand for you in this one. Apologies for the technical difficulties ahead, but we are underway here from Great Park Ice and 5 Point Arena on Rink 4. Pre-game festivities have just finished up. It's Mental Health Awareness Night, and what's important is that we want to make sure that all of our viewers at home know that if you're going through any type of struggles, any sort of depression, we ask that you please seek help. Make sure that you are talking to all of your family, your friends, your teammates. Tonight's game is important because we are recognizing Kimber Cruz, who passed away last year, right before the 2024-2025 season. He was a member of the Titans squad, and it's just very important that the Titan hockey team, as well as the entire program, wants to make sure that all of our viewers are aware that you are not alone if you are struggling, and that you can seek help. You have so many people that are here to assist you, and we hope that you just get the help that you may need and that you seek help. You are worth it. We are glad that you are here on this planet and here with all of your teammates, all the loved ones, everybody at home. With that, it's time that we get ready to go here for game between the Spartans and the Titans. National anthem underway. We'll be right back. We're back live from Rink 4 here at 5 Point Arena in Great Park Ice. Peter Gibbs on hand. We'll have Sean Herrera joining me shortly. These two teams, to set the stage for you, faced off last weekend. It was the Titans heading up to San Jose to take on the Spartans, and Fullerton was victorious, winning that game to improve to a record of 7-9 overall. Meanwhile, the Spartans have fallen to 5-13 on the year. They are looking to bounce back as they head down south for the first of two between these two teams. They'll be back at it again tomorrow on Rink 1. Game time for that, set for 9 p.m. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups for this evening's game. For San Jose, they will be running a lineup of Brian Brem and Owen Andrews in defense. On the forward side, Blake Brem, Izzy Codner, and Kenny Brown. Their starting goaltender tonight is Antonio Miniski, number 81. For Fullerton on the other side, they'll have Kat Reyes going for a second straight win against San Jose. They'll have Tyler Lambert and Blake Malett. In defense, Ezra Gale, Tristan Lamb, and Liam McKay, who makes his return to the lineup tonight, starting for the forwards. And here we go. We're underway from Great Park Ice. Face-off draw won by Fullerton. Malett will play it over in the far side, but he'll cough it up and it'll go below the goal line, where the Spartans look to set up shop. Working his way through the middle is McKay, who was dealing with an injury that kept him out the last 2 months, but he's back in for head coach Eric Bampenchow. Liam McKay now, he'll play it below the goal line. Looking to set things back up top. Malett will chip it along the boards down to Ezra Gale. Gale looking. And a whistle, and we'll have a stoppage in play. Chance to go for a couple changes defensively. Coach Bamf's not liking the first few minutes or so, first few seconds I'd rather say. Instead, he'll throw out Barlow as well as Patrick Check in defense. Winning the draw here is Lamb. He'll try and backhand one towards the middle of the crease area. McKay will play it below the boards, or below the red line, excuse me. Back pass now to Gale. Gale back to McKay, looking up top for Barlow. Rister, that one blocked out in front, and so the Spartans will get a chance to clear and work their way through the middle. Patrick Check having to get back on the back check in time. Two words that I'm sure he's heard many times over his years, Patrick Check on the back check. Now here's Kai Parnell. He'll enter the offensive zone. Looks to push ahead, and that one's chipped up and out of harm's way by Cameron Calivoda. Players going down in neutral ice, but coming away with it is Fullerton. They'll handle it in their own zone, and saucer pass up to Parnell as he looks to break things out. Looking along the right side to Justin Center. Center with a shot. Save made by Miniski. Here we go. It'll be Center with the draw at 18:18 left in the first period. Kept in the zone behind the red line. And we're currently being joined by Sean Herrera. Sean, glad to have you with us.
Hello, Peter. It's good to see you again. And it's good to be on the board with you. Sorry for the delay, but how are we on this fine evening of this mental awareness hockey match?
Well, if you're Fullerton right now, Sean, not so happy after seeing Justin Center take a penalty. He'll head to the box for two. Look to be tripping on the call, and so it'll be a power play advantage for San Jose, their first of the night and the first between both teams.
As we see right now, Peter, we got Kasi Fotisario strong early. However, there are some miscues going on offensively. What do you think we could see from this side, as right now we see San Jose regain possession of the puck? So, Peter, tell me, what is your insight on today's game? What are the key matchups? What do you think offensively, defensively as a weakness? Let's run through it.
Well, both teams that came in last week, and it was Fullerton getting the victory against San Jose, ended up winning that by a few goals, so they'll look to try and continue that offensive onslaught. It's really just play to your strengths, and that's really, you have some offensive high-end talent, a couple on the top liners like Tristan Lamb, Ezra Gale. They've both been good so far this season. It's just all about what can they do. As there's a save made by Cat Reyes.
As you mentioned before, Peter, you mentioned Tristan Lamb being really, really impactful to the Titans, as this season and through 10 games this season, he's recorded 18 points with having 8 goals and 10 assists. He's near on reaching the double-double figures for goals and assists. Tell me, do we see him achieving that feat tonight?
Well, it's always hard to try and get a goal, as here's a chance for the Spartans out in front, and it'll leak into the neutral zone. But really, it all comes down to what type of scoring opportunities does he get. You can always get the secondary assist, and that's important in this game, but certainly want to try and get into the offensive zone, establish your system, and try and work things around the boards. Here's a centering pass broken up out in front by Czech. Ezra Gale goes down behind the play, and it will be worked over towards the left side. Looking for a cutting player that time. Just couldn't find him. It looked like Kenneth Brown, who had a wide open net if he could have gotten a piece of it. Down low, below the red line. Spartans trying to establish their offensive zone presence. They'll work it back up to the point. Brian Brem working his way around. Power play about to expire as that shot goes wide and centers out of the box. We're back to even strength. Shots are 2-2. Neither side really getting a good look so far in this one as we get a stoppage and an icing.
With Peter, well, as you mentioned, Peter, both teams have taken an even amount of shots on goal. Both goalies are on point. They're tight. They're really aware of what's going on off defensively. But as we're looking at the scores right now, Peter, San Jose right now, they're leading with they have their lead. They're leading by their star player, I was supposed to say, by Blake Graham with 39 points, with him having 22 assists and 17 goals. So, to be fair, Peter, the Titans stopping Blake Graham is going to be a little tricky on this one. But considering how the Titans have been playing defensively, I think we could see maybe a possible shutdown to San Jose Spartans' Blake Graham.
Yeah, Graham, as there's a save made by Meniski. Both sides, they've got tons of star talent for sure. You have both Brem brothers. You've got Brian as well as Blake, who are playing on opposite sides of the puck, one offensively, one defensively. They're kind of two players to look out for on this San Jose side of things. As for Fullerton, they just got to work things around. We've seen that they haven't really had the chance to have a full roster so far this season, but with the return of Liam McKay this evening, as well as some of the other players that have been missing, it's essentially a full squad that we haven't seen so far this year. There's a save gobbled up by Meniski. Line change going for the Titans. They'll send out Novo. Robert Webster's out there, and Cal Catania, who's definitely had an interesting season. He's picked up a few points late in the last month or so, and he's looked good so far, Sean.
He has so far, Peter. But I think the key of the story, what we're going to see tonight, Peter, I think it's going to be how both goalies for the Spartans and Titans are going to play out. As we can look over here, Peter, Kate Reyes for the Titans has a 84.7% save rate right now. While on the other hand, the Spartans have Stevens Camus, who has an 86% of a save. So while looking at the analysis, Peter, I think offensively I could see the Titans being fair, but any night could be anyone's night. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see both of these goalies put up outstanding saves.
Yeah, good point, Sean. It's unknown if we're going to see Camus, or rather Stevens, in this game. It's Meniski who's in net so far. 86 save percentage. It's going to be an interesting one to see what they can do, especially with head coach Rob Burden. Play cycled around the boards now. Cross-ice pass, looking to establish something in the offensive zone for the Spartans. It'll be Brown who coughs that one up, and it's a race for the puck. Nova with a good stick lift there. He whiffs on the shot, though, and that one's going to go into the far corner. Puck chipped out into neutral ice. Patrick Check will try and hold the blue line and get it into the offensive zone. Interesting enough, Sean, Patrick Check last year had a ton of points before his unfortunate lower back injury, but this year he hasn't had as much of an offensive production.
Yeah, you're right, Peter. But to be fair, injuries are a tough way to bounce back to produce the same season, to produce the same amount of numbers that you put up previously. But I believe in comebacks. I believe in the underdog story. So despite his unfortunate injury last year, I believe this season he's going to have a tremendous bounce back this season despite
Good save by Reyes that time. She was caught in a bit of a tricky spot on the left side, hugging that post. Had to adapt and cross over to the right side of the crease. Yeah, able to get enough piece.
What we're seeing right here, Peter, is offensively for the Spartans, they're doing a containment plan. They're disrupting the communication for the Titans right now. What I'm seeing for the Titans defensively, it's sloppy miscommunication. No, players are not knowing where to go. They're trying to put the puck away to the other side. But to be fair, Peter, I think early on, despite the miscues, we'll see the Titans reform, regroup, and have stronger communications right now.
Spartans in their own offensive zone. Wraparound pass broken up off the stick of Sokol, and then a centering pass broken up as well. Puck comes out into neutral ice, and a delayed offsides, but here we go. shot. That one blocked out in front. Good job by the Spartan defense to get out in front of the pucks coming their way. As now the linesman gets ran into. Sloppy play here, but finally coming away with his mail-in, he'll get it up ice. Fullerton now in their offensive zone below the red line. Good poke check there to come away with it for the Spartans. Mail it. He'll chip one back in. And they'll look to play things into neutral ice, but it's broken up, and then going down hard is Kai Paranal. Justin Center taking out his own teammate. That's not what you want to see if you're the Titans squad. Looks to be okay as Paranal. Back into neutral ice it goes. Liam McKay, good poke check there. Paranal entering the offensive zone now. He's got McKay trailing behind the play. Shot short side, he scores! What a goal from Kai Paranal entering the offensive zone. Taking it top shelf, short side over the blocker of Meniski, and he's got the first goal of the night. It's 1-0 Titans.
Yeah, what we saw from there, Peter, it was a good counterattack. All we were able to see on the counterattack was that we saw some miscommunication from the Spartans, which led to the opening for the Titans to take advantage of, and it was a great, excellent shot selection. Little late response for the goalie to block it, but overall, I think the Spartans may come back, may even this one out, but we'll see how the Titans do. We'll see how the Titans respond. Especially, we could see another goal here, Peter.
Yeah, extra pressure here. Shot save made by Meniski. Gale with the wrister trying to go glove side, unable to. Working his way through the middle now. Here's Tristan Lamb. Tries to toe drag. He's got a good chance, and Meniski comes out of the crease to poke it away.
What an excellent block. Excellent block over there.
Centering pass now for Gale. Another save. It's still loose in front of the crease. And it goes into the far corner. Ezra Gale, two great opportunities the last two times into the offensive zone. This one tried to be cleared, but McKay keeps it in the zone. Finds Gale. Cross-ice pass looking for a cutting Lamb. And now look out. Little 2-on-1 developing. Franco's hard on the back check. Cross-ice pass, unable to get it home. Another centering pass, loose out in front of Reyes. She's still unable to get it. Loose, and it goes away into the far corner. And then a player for the Spartans goes down behind the play. Blake Brem, as you mentioned, Sean, one of the key players for the Spartan squad. He was slow to get up, but looks to be okay.
Yeah, from what we're seeing, Peter, the Titans are, from what I'm seeing, they're really heavily contending on Blake right now. He hasn't been able to get his touch as throughout his previous games, but and all it takes is that little open window as we see a little collision by both the Titans and Spartans right now, Peter.
Puck finally wrapped around into the near boards. Andrews will up ice pass this one. And entering the offensive zone is Jackson Graham. Play goes into the neutral ice, and so both sides will have to reset and regroup. Here are the Spartans trying to reverse play. Colbert unable to get a good enough touch on that one. And so finally, behind the red line and cycling it towards the blue line and able to get it out is Robert Webster. Webster, he'll dump one down. Meniski will play it below the red line. And he'll shoot it all the way back to where it came from. Now Patrick Check holding the blue line. He has that one poked away. And look out, a little 2-on-1 developing once again. Webster's back for the Titans, and a good poke there. Now here's Patrick Check. Tries to go backhand, but that one sticked away. Good play that time from Duncan Warren. Into the zone, and there's a short shot. Good attempt from Paranal to get his second one, but unable to get it past. It might have rang off the iron there. Big hit laid by Lambert behind the play as Center comes away with it. He enters the offensive zone. Looking to find something behind the red line. Center will play it up to Mail it over to Lambert. Lambert, shot, that one went high over the crossbar. Mail it holds the zone. but Colbert is able to cough it away. And finally now Lambert will re-enter. Chips it down along the boards. Another turnover. Center keeps it in. He'll play it down below the red line. Just trying to establish some forechecking here, Sean. Lots of offensive pressure from the Titans, and that's how you saw that goal early on from Paranal.
Yes, speaking of these offensive pressures, I think the key takeaway over here so far that I've recorded on the stat sheet right now is that the Titans right now, they have three hits, while only San Jose so far has only been able to record one hit. And those 3 hits that the Titans have recorded have been offensive opportunities that the Titans have used to counterattack these Spartans. But one of these hits, one of these next hits that we may see coming could result into another goal if the Spartans don't pick up the slack of allowing the Titans to put up these amount of hits over them.
Kenny Brown enters the offensive zone, going down behind the play, but able to chip it away is Fullerton, and now look out. Justin Barlow unable to handle that one in the offensive side. It'll be played all the way down below the red line. Reyes in waiting. And it's played back to the point. Wrister and a glove save by Reyes.
What an absolute save by Reyes, Peter. I mean, one-handed, top right corner. Wow. But speaking of goalies, Peter, as I'm recording the stats right now, so far the Titans, despite the Titans having the lead up 1-0, they're very, very aggressive on the offensive side right now. As the Spartans have only had 7 out of 8 saves right now, while still the Titans are still 5 for 5 on the saves. But if anything, Peter, I would like to see these goalies put up a little bit more stats right now, as we did see another save attempt by the Spartans right now, as Titans are looking to be very aggressive now.
Sokol with a couple chances. He looked for the wraparound on that one. And it's played back out as the professor intercepts that pass. He'll try and chip it down along the boards, looking for Barlow, but nobody home on the centering pass. Spartans look to break things out. Under 6:30 to go in this first frame. 1-0 Titans on the short-sided goal from Kai Paranal. Ezra Gale, he works his way through the middle, tries to deke again, but a good play there to break things up by Brian Brem. Centering pass, that one off the pad, it looked like of Meniski. It's loose out in front of the crease, scramble for it still, looking for a backhand to Sokol. Another backhand, going 5-hole, but a save by Meniski. My goodness, Sean, multiple opportunities. It looked like the keeper didn't know where that puck was after it rattled off the top of the glass. What'd you see there?
Tell me they did not plan that out. I mean, off of the glass, goalie didn't know where it was. I mean, you can't write a better offensive opportunity for that. When you have the goalie not knowing where the puck is at and it lands right to you, I mean, come on. That's an easy opportunity to at least extend the lead 2-0 right now. But hey, maybe the Titans can make it up over here off this faceoff.
5:55 to go here in the first frame. Shots are 10-5 in favor of Fullerton, and they'll get another offensive zone draw. Tristan Lamb wins that one back to Liam McKay. McKay wrister, and it looked to be patted away by Meniski. Ezra Gale now in the far side. He'll chip it back up to the point, and Mallet will try and send one all the way down. Lamb handles it in the near corner. Help comes, though, for the Spartans, and they'll take it away below their own red line. Working it back and forth, but turning it over now as Lamb goes for a centering pass. Ezra Gale couldn't get a piece of that, and here come the Spartans. They'll cycle it around all the way over to the far side. Mallet. And coming away with it is Blake Mallet, the defenseman. And finally, trying to settle things down are the Spartans, but here's a turnover. Tristan Lamb now, centering pass, and a good stick lift there. Wide open net for Liam McKay, but instead, able to get a piece of it was Duncan Warren. Not over yet, though, as here's a wrister. Save made again. Heavy offensive pressure from the Titans. They're looking for their second goal in the first period. Lamb, Tristan Lamb working his way. Gets it up to Tyler Lambert from the point. Lambert will cycle it down for Gale. Looking back for Lambert, but broken up off the skate of Warren once again. Ezra Gale working behind the red line. He's got a cutting McKay. Can't find him there. Looking for a centering pass, and here's Mail It now. Mail It a shot. Warren again with a block. Liam McKay, or rather Tristan Lamb, he'll get it up to the point, and Lambert will send it all the way down into the corner. Coming away with it is Mail It. Finally, though, getting it out into neutral ice are the Spartans. They'll have a chance to go for a much-needed change and get some new attackers on, as do the Titans. Glove save made by Meniski. Centering pass. McKay couldn't get enough on it. Up ice pass now. Getting back on that is Francos, but entering the zone is Colbert. Shot! Blocker saved by Reyes. Second chance now. Toe drag, couldn't go anywhere. It's loose below the red line. Up to the point man. Back over now. Brian Brem, he dangles a little bit. Shot! That one might have gone off the glove of Reyes and into the netting. Whistle with 3:18 to go here in this first frame.
So Peter, if I have to describe, how this game is going so far, I would say this is like a UFC World Champion toying with his opponent, as we're seeing Cal State Fullerton dominate the time of possession right now. As I wouldn't be surprised as the time of possession Cal State Fullerton has with the puck is over half the time this period has gone. As we can see, Peter, on the stat sheet right now, the Titans have shot 13 times on goal, while the Spartans have only shot 6. So if I'm the Spartans right now, I need to regroup, and we have to focus. We have to focus aggressively on offensive point. I get it. The Titans are dominating offensively, and we're losing our defensive communication, but that needs to be made up by good counterattacks right now.
That's a good point, Sean, that you bring up, especially for the Spartans who lost last weekend against the Titans. They want to try and establish something offensively, but so far Fullerton on home ice for the first time in over a month, able to really clog up any of those passing lanes that the Spartans are trying to use to get out of the zone. Good forechecking, I would say, from the Titans tonight. Here's Pernell now. He's got the goal early on. Has the puck on his stick now. Poked away, and Brem will clear it along the boards. Not out of the zone just yet, though, as there's a scramble for it, and coming away with it is Fullerton. But now a little 3-on-2 developing. Colbert, he's got check out in front. He plays it off to Brem. Brem down to Colbert. Colbert looking to go backhand short side, and Reyes is up to the task, making the save as going behind on the play. It looked to be Catania. He fell down below the red line, but he seems to be all right. Spartans only have 7 shots so far, none of them too dangerous outside of a couple of pad saves by Reyes. Loose out in the crease. Golden opportunity for San Jose, unable to get it though. Big hit! The stick goes flying from Warren. Oh my goodness.
That looked like a football play.
Different sports happening here on Rink 4 tonight, Sean. There's a short-sided shot.
No doubt about it, Peter.
That one rang off the iron now. Another chance saved by Meniski. And finally picking up his stick is Warren. He took a major collision from Novo behind the play. He'll be feeling that one tomorrow.
I bet, Peter.
Here's a short-sided chance, and then getting upended by Catania is Blake Brem. He's taken a couple hits so far tonight. Brem. He'll play it up. And now Andrews from the point. Rister looking for a tip out in front. Reyes able to clean up the 5-hole easily. Webster, he'll dump it in. And Fullerton will go for a change with a minute left here in the first period. Apologies for our clock. We're going to have a whistle, and it looks like it's going to be interference. We're going to get a penalty, and it looks to be like it's going to go against San Jose.
Frustration, Peter. Frustration. This is what we've been seeing this entire first period. These shots, these defensive plans, the reactions. This is telling me that that these Spartans are still probably holding a grudge off of last week's loss, but a loss from last week cannot mean to take out the next game, as these shots that we've been seeing from the Spartans have been desperation shots outside, probably maybe like 20, 30 feet outside from the goal. But as we're going to come to an end to the period, Peter, I expect these Spartans to regroup and try to plan out as strong as they can. Good formation, good coordination, because right now, I don't see any of it in the Spartans.
Under a minute to go. And the man advantage for the Titans there on the power play. Looking for the middle, Lamb with a one-timer, unable to get it. And we have a whistle, and it's going to be another penalty here, Sean.
Again, frustration, Peter. I've been saying it. I don't know what's going on in these Spartans' heads right now, but it's not in it right now. They need to at least finish this period. They need to come out with a strong plan, Peter, because right now we're about to see a 3-on-5 right now. I mean, how much more can you get of these Spartans? Like, you only have 43 seconds left. Just at least run the clock, do something to regroup. Don't waste this last clock by adding another goal for the Titans. Give it an opportunity, because now you're going to be stuck in a pit.
Rob Burton and his squad definitely upset. There's a lot of frustration in this one.
We seem to have some miscommunication with the timer, I suppose.
We have a whistle before the save. So it'll be a face-off draw here with 43 seconds to go. 5-on-3 power play for the Titans.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Titans score another goal here, Peter.
You have to take advantage, Sean, when you have the man advantage, for sure. Especially when you have two. One-timer from McKay.
What a save.
Liam McKay. Down low to Gale. Back to McKay. A little two-man action. One-timer from Lambert. Broken up out in front and cleared down the length of the ice. Reyes. She'll handle it with her stick and play it off to Lambert. One last chance for the Titans before the end of the first. Here's Lamb. He'll play it off to McKay. Back to Lamb. Lamb looking for a cutting Gale. Gale to Lambert. Unable to get the one-timer there. Ooh. And there's a chance that is deflected out in front. 1 second left. And that's going to do it for the first period. Lots of action in that one from the Titans side of things. Sean, what did you like to see? And what do you want to see in the second frame to continue the momentum?
Let's start off with the Titans. 18 shots on goal. Perfection. You could not draw a better offensive game plan coming into the first period. Obviously, the Titans were expecting a little bit more with taking those 18 shots. You will hope to get maybe like 2 or 3. But you know what? You have a 1-0 lead. So if I'm the Titans right now, I want to keep the offensive aggression going up. I want to make sure we have more shots on goals, and I want to make sure that if I'm a Titan player right now, I want to make sure that I keep getting in the Spartans' head right now, because what it looks like right now, it seems to me that the Spartans are playing emotional rather than illogical right now. So on the other side, for the Spartans, if I'm the Spartans right now, we need to stop playing with our emotions and be playing with our thought, with our IQ. We need to set up some game plans, good communication, whatever plays we can come up with. Because right now, the way how the Spartans are playing right now, they're not going to get anything out of this.
Well said, Sean. We're going to head to our first intermission. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Titan Ice Hockey on YouTube. Sean Herrera has the call for the second and third period.
Welcome back to this beautiful night over here at the Great Park Ice in Irvine. We are about to resume the second period of this, what I would say, intense competitive game right now. The Titans currently have the lead right now, 1-0. However, the key takeaway coming off the first period right now would be the offensive stats, Peter. So tell us, what have we seen throughout this entire game?
Well, a few penalties, too many for San Jose, and then Fullerton capitalizing on a few deflections, a few pucks on net rebound opportunities, so definitely want to see what they can do here on the power play.
Titans are looking to set up, hopefully another goal to extend this lead right now. Pucks bounced off, recovered by Ezra Gale. Here comes Gale, hoping to look for his teammate to set up a play. Good defensive schemes right here, Peter. As they say, oh! What an incredible shot, Peter! Oh my goodness! Shot was made by Liam Mackey. Oh my goodness! What do we do about that, Peter?
Yeah, Liam McKay, an excellent job there, able to get the goal, and it looked to be maybe deflected out in front. Sean, we'll have to wait and hear what the official announcer says here rink side, but that was a great deflection, perhaps, and it looked really good out in front. That's exactly what you want to see. And now, with a man advantage still, getting a goal on the two-man advantage is what you need to see if you're the Titans.
You're absolutely right, Peter, as we see the Titans win the faceoff again. Here comes Ezra Gill, passing it on. Pucks cross towards Tristan Lamb. Spartans are trying to hopefully maintain a stop, but officials are calling for a stoppage right now as the goal has been moved, so they're realigning the goal right now, Peter. But folks, as we see here, folks, the stat sheet has been stuffed by mostly main Titans. 19 for 19 shots on goal with the results of 2 goals. So tell me, Peter, what do those 19 shots on goals mean if you are the Spartans? As we see more offensive explosive power by the Titans.
Yeah,
Possession
Sean,
is made.
going back to what you just said about the offensive awareness and able to get more pressure on, that's what you want to see if you're Coach Bamps in this Titans squad. Just try and get pucks on net, see if you can get a deflection out front, and that's exactly what we saw there.
It's a great blockage over there by the Spartans over here. Here come the Spartans. Hopefully they can find something off this counterattack. That's a good bounce by the puck. Here comes the Spartans, and it is saved again by Cat Reyes. Man, Peter, that was right there. That was the opportunity right there to hopefully cut this deficit down by 1 goal, but the defensive awareness by Cat Reyes, despite only the Spartans putting up 10 shots on goal right now, and Cat Reyes only having 10 saves, what does that tell you so far of this lack of offensive production that the Spartans have produced so far?
Well, Reyes has been able to stand tall for any shot that's come her way. But if you're the Spartans, you just have to try and get more ice time down low in the offensive zone. Try and throw some pucks on net. Just see if you can get something to squeak by. Get back into this game.
You're absolutely right, Peter, as we see the Spartans having some hope of light right here. Possibly maybe score another goal over here. Big old collision was recovered by the Spartans, and now it's a counterattack. Hopefully this could be another opportunity goal for the Titans. Here comes the Titans. Great defensive stoppage. Great defensive interference. And that puck off the glass over there. I don't know if he was intending for the empty crowd or for the goal. Great save by the Spartans. Covered by the Titans right now, hopefully to find some sort of life to add this enormous lead. Puck's bounced off. Recovered by the Titans. Big hit. Seems no one has gotten position right now as the players seem to be intentionally focusing on themselves on hitting rather than offensive scoring, Peter. Because as we see right here, Peter, Kaiser Fullerton is nearing the double-digit mark on hits, while the Spartans barely going to reach the halfway mark of what the Titans have. What does that tell you about this game?
Well, it's been a physical game for the Titans at least. They've, like you mentioned in the first period, just taken advantage of any hits and taken it the other way. getting a man out of position for the Spartan defense and taking advantage. So heading into the second half of this game, it's definitely important that the Titans try and up that pressure and try and maintain their offensive presence.
As you mentioned it, Peter, but while you were discussing, we saw Spartan absolutely get demolished. And here's a shot, saved twice. Can the Titans at least come up with something? Not being able to. Oh man, 3 times not being able. I thought the third time the charge was going to be able for them to score. Here comes this. Looks like we're seeing a penalty on the Spartans. Looks like to be some unsportsmanlike conduct as we see some chatting by the Spartans and the officials right now. Seems like the officials are not having it with the Spartans losing.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty against the Spartan bench. Definitely said something towards the head referee. And so now trying to figure out who's going to serve the penalty, you can't really figure out who the culprit is.
That's Magnus Vega picked up the penalty as he's still discussing it with the officials over here.
I think we may get a game misconduct and an ejection here. The linesman now trying to figure things out. Head coach Rob Burton unsure who's going to get the penalty. Still don't know what's going on, but I don't know, Sean. It's going to be interesting to see what the call is and how long it's going to be for the Titan power play.
Yeah, it seems these officials. Yeah, but now we have the head official and the side. Yeah, they're not having it right here.
I'm trying to overhear what they're talking about.
The head official is potentially trying to call a DQ on one of the Spartans, but I don't know who.
Regardless, it's going to be Kenneth Brown who heads to the box to serve the penalty. It'll be a 2-minute penalty for the Titans, and they'll have a chance for another power play here, Sean.
As I mentioned in the first period, Peter, playing with emotion is not going to get you anywhere, and it seems that theory might be right as these Spartans, with the Spartans bench still chattering at the officials. I would not be surprised if the officials would put up with it and finally start throwing some ejections out here, because still right now we see the Spartans still chattering. But as we continue on with the game, as we just heard over the PA announcer, Spartans will be facing with a 2-minute man down penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. But here come the Titans right now. Hopefully to take this advantage right here on this 4-on-5 advantage power play. The Titans, here's a shot, no good. Just a little outside. But here comes the Titans, regaining the puck. Hopefully this can be something. Here comes Tyler. Can Tyler make something up? He's out to Blake. They're still in possession. And finally, the Spartans have to do something over here, Peter. It seems like this is like a UFC match right here, Peter. We're seeing the Titans controlling this game throughout the entirety. I would not be surprised right now, Peter, if the time of possession these Titans have would probably be in the 15-minute mark. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we've seen them possess the offensive zone a lot with these power plays, and they're just trying to work things around right now. It looks like we're going to get another penalty called.
Probably for another move on the goal part, but Peter, penalties, great hits. This story is leaning towards Titans' way. We can't say how much more can the Spartans hold up, but if anything, maybe we could possibly see the Spartans at least get off their head from this pit right now. But we'll see. Here comes the Titans right now. Puck's thrown out. Recovered by Leah McKay.
Yeah, Titans going with McKay. Check out there. Ezra Gale. Looks like there's a chance for center as well. And then rounding it out, I believe they've got Tristan Lamb out there.
Shots way off. Hits off the glass. Recovered by the Titans right now. Titans are trying to find some sort of life here. Hopefully add another goal. Here comes maybe a possible counterattack by the Spartans. Well, you won't see any more counterattack from that. Cat
Power
raise
play
with the
about to
control.
end here, partner. Man advantage is up. We're back to even strength.
Maybe we can finally see some evenly matchups here. We're going to see a penalty called on Titans for a screening, but
just a whistle here. Offside instead. No penalty on that.
We have a huge. We're going to have a huge substitution by the Titans right now, Peter.
Complete line change. Just get a new set of skaters out on the ice. They're going to go with the Catania line. Webster on the right, Nova on the left.
Face also won by the Titans. Now recovered by the Spartans. It's picked up by Spartans. Hopefully they can try to counterattack right here. Going to push up aggressively. Here comes the Titans. The Spartans. Looking for the open pass. No good. Deflection off. Here comes the fast break. Hopefully this is it for the Titans. But no good.
Fantastic save by Meniski. You had Kyle Catania wide open after a great shovel pass ahead by Novo. Just unable to put it past the keeper. He tried to go forehand, perhaps looking for a glove side goal, and just up to the task that time was Meniski.
As we're waiting for a face-off right now, it is won by the Spartans. 13 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock. Here come the Spartans. Hopefully trying to have this offensive pressure on the Titans. Big hit! Ooh, what a big hit! And another hit! Oh my goodness! And another hit! Oh, we're going to see some fight break out. Oh, here we go. So Visco on the catch by Spartans and Titans. They're going at it!
A reminder, Sean, the ACHA, they do not approve, do not tolerate at all any type of fighting, so I'm expecting to see at least 3 penalties on this one.
Yeah.
Looked like Ethan Hawks was in the midst of it, number 73. He's got his bucket off the top of his head.
Sordia now probably will be heading to the penalty box.
Cam Morris is going to go to the box as well for the Spartans. Number 85 heading to the box.
So we won't see any disadvantage for the Spartans yet. It's possibly going to be an evenly matchup. No power play most likely, but we'll see what the officials sorted out. But tell me, Peter, off of that ruckus, little rumbling, tussling we saw over there, how is it really clear to say that this game is going to be purely emotional for the Spartans? Because as I was discussing before, I was hoping for the Spartans to come out playing with logical IQ drawn up plays, but now it seems like they're going to ditch all that and would rather play with emotions. What do you expect of that result?
You know, these two teams, they faced each other just a week ago. Less than a week ago at that. So it's hard when you face a team a second time in less than 7 days. You're expecting a lot of emotion. You're expecting some chippiness between the two sides. That's to be expected, and I'm not surprised with the call. What is interesting, though, is it looks like Jason Sokol's going to the box as well. He might be picking up his first penalty minutes of the season. I know he was involved in that scrum down in the far corner. We'll see what the call is exactly.
Yeah, but as we are patiently waiting for the officials to decide what the result will be, I would like to bring up this topic, Peter. So, I know it's still early to this game. But we're about to reach the halfway part of this game soon. But tell me, do we see the Spartans at least put up some sort of effort fight right now? Because based on what I'm seeing, Peter, if I have to assume the time of possession for the Titans, I will probably assume it's over probably maybe the 20-minute mark. But I'm exaggerating, maybe. But from the time position I'm seeing, Peter, it's going to be all Titans this entire story. But do we see that story be changed up with the Spartans at least developing something in this game?
Well, this is a good chance. They've got the man advantage because of the two men in the penalty box for the Titans. So right now it's just all about trying to establish your offensive zone, get your identity going, and work things around, perhaps get more pucks on net, see if you can squeak one past Reyes.
Trying to see some shifty moves from the Spartans right now. Hopefully try to develop some good offensive strategic plan. Kind of Spartans. Try a little pick and roll over here. Hopefully, here's a shot. No good. Blocked. Picked up by the Titans. Excuse me. Now it's picked up by the Spartans. Trying to fight a tussle. Who has possession? It seems right now the Titans have possession. And they put the puck all the way on the other side. Regained by the Spartans. Here come the Spartans now, hopefully to try to take this advantage, as Peter was mentioning. Stop, pop, looking for someone. Pass it out.
You know what's interesting, Sean? While the Spartans have a lot of pressure here, Ethan Hawks is getting a 10-minute misconduct for what he just had with his fighting and his misconduct.
10 minutes?
10 minutes indeed. It's the right call. You can't fight in the ACHA, and certainly not what you want to see, being down a man for 10 minutes. Or rather, a man serving a penalty for 10 minutes. Sokol will be the one in the box, and the power play will end once Sokol's out of the box.
Okay, so on top of that, shot block's going to be out of the ice. But as I wanted to bring up before, Peter, you mentioned 10 minutes. From a player's view compared to an audience, how big of an impact is that from a player's view compared to an audience? If you were a player, if you're a player faced with a 10-minute misconduct penalty.
Well, it's huge. You know, you're down a man for 10 minutes and he's unable to play. That really stretches your lines thin, the defensive pairings especially. Hawks is one of those guys that's very defensive-minded, and so you're going to have to see who steps up in front of Reyes. You got Lamb out there. You've got Novo, or rather, that's Rondon, number 24, out there instead. And so it's just all about, you're down more offense than you are defense. And you have to try and overcome that disadvantage by trying to get it out of your zone as much as possible.
Correct, Peter. As faceoff's won by the Spartans. Shot by Andrew, no good. Blocked by Reyes. Good hit by the Spartans. Here comes the Spartans, hopefully trying to gain the puck back. But the Titans are not going to allow that to happen.
Sokol back out of the box. We're at even strength.
You are correct, Peter. As here comes the Spartans, hopefully trying to do something now with this advantage. But see, the Titans are still playing with that good, I would say this good defense counter against the Spartans. As the offensive momentum was broken up for the Titans. Here come the Titans right now, hopefully trying to add another goal, another point up to the scoreboard.
Shots right now, Sean, 24-13 in favor of Fullerton. So even with that power play, it's been all Titans so far.
Oh!
Jason Andalis, he's wearing the 27 today, just whiffed on that, and then another save made by Meniski. Good job.
With that shot, Peter, that puts up the Titans up to 26 shots on goal, doubling San Jose's Spartans goals to 13. It's doubled. What does that tell you offensively from a team's point of view? You've been outshot doubled. Like, what does that mean?
Well, you have to get back in the game somehow. That's the big thing. It's really just about getting pucks on net and trying to block shots out in the front. We saw Duncan Murray, who was able to have a few opportunities to get in front of the net, or Duncan Warren rather, able to get a few block shots, but that's all you've seen so far from the Spartans.
Here comes Spartans, shot, no good. Reyes with another block. Pucks all the way to the other side to Spartans, and it would be called. And we're going to see, hold on. We're going to see another misconduct, but this time from the Titans?
I don't think so on that one. I think just some more chippiness involved. Icing on the call, but instead it's going to be a neutral zone face-off here, so it'll be center with the draw. Brown for the Spartans.
Here come the Spartans winning off the face-off. And a great hit by the Titans. Titans hopefully to use this momentum to score another goal. Try to use an excellent 1-2 move, not being able to. Picked up by the Titans. Now it's picked up by the Spartans. Puck's in the air. Grabbed by Liam. Now he's giving up to the Titans. Here come the Titans running through. Shot, no good. Would have been a highlight play over there. But instead it's regain of the Titans. Here comes the setup. and no good. Saved again by the Spartans. So, Peter, as I was mentioning before, the Titans did put up 26, doubling it, but now they're nearing point to the 30th mark. So, I would say that hopefully now the Titans could find a way to increase that numberage up. But Peter, tell me, what is your ideal set right now?
Well, right now off the draw, you want to try and get it up to the point and try and get maybe a deflection out front while leading 2-0. What's interesting is that Fullerton at this point is just, they've really been able to handle their offensive zone identity and really try and get pucks toward the net, work it into your forwards, and try and get a few different shots here and there. Just get it past the defense of the Spartans.
Sweet, as we see many shots opportunity. Oh, big collision! Big collision. This could be it for the Spartans. No good. Saved by Reyes. Reyes putting up some good, outstanding saves. And here come the Titans. Titans hopefully to put up some sort of offensive production here. Have not scored since the beginning of the second period. Intercepted by the Spartans. Here come the Spartans. Hopefully to put up some offensive numbers, but they will be given another chance. Offensive movement, we see some of the Spartans. Here they come, pushing up. Taken away by the Titans. Find the mislead pass, but no good. It's now picked up by the Spartans. Another stoppage.
Yeah, stoppage here with 8:18 to go in the second period. We're just over halfway through this game, Sean, and like we've been mentioning, just about every frozen puck, every stoppage, it's been all Titans so far in this one. San Jose really has to try and just work it into the offensive zone and throw pucks on net. It's the tried and true method, but it's been working for the Titans and not San Jose instead.
Mm-hmm. But I do want to bring this up, Peter. The save comparison, Reyes only has 13 saves compared to
26 for Meniski.
Yeah, for Meniski with 26. So what does that say so far between both goalies' perspectives?
Well, Reyes hasn't had too many dangerous threats in front of her net. She's been able to handle things cleanly for the most part. As for Meniski, he came into this one with an 87% save percentage, and so he's stayed up to the task. It's just he's faced a lot of shots, and 30 shots about halfway through the game is a lot to handle for any goaltender.
Here comes Gale trying to fight his way off from the double coverage from San Jose. Puck's broken up. It's picked up by Titans. It's picked up by Tyler Lamb. Spartans will now receive it. Here comes San Jose. Some substitutions coming in for the Titans.
Delayed offside there, so all the skaters had to get back into neutral ice. Good time for a line change.
Good move by San Jose. Oh! You see some ankle breakers out here, Peter.
That was Catania going down on the far side. Gets right back up and delivers a hit right there.
Puck's regained by San Jose. Still trying to find who has possession. Will be called offsides.
Rather, I think it's an icing partner all the way from the other side of the red line down into the red line and goal line of the Titans. So an offensive zone face-off, some tired defenders for San Jose. They'll keep out the Catania line for Fullerton. And we'll see exactly what they can do on this face-off to try and get it maybe to the right side and get a wrister past Meniski for the third goal.
Right about that. See some substitutions for the face-off. And it will be won by San Jose. Missed opportunity for the Titans to have possession of the puck. Hopefully it doesn't cost them right here. Could we see some offensive life for San Jose? Trying to set up something.
They finally get it to Brian Bram. He was calling for one earlier, just couldn't find him on that point side.
It's picked out of Spartans. Brown has it. Now it's taken away. Here comes the Titans. It's picked up by Mallet. Mallet trying to at least find a teammate. Hopefully we game possession.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
Sean, there's one thing you cannot do in hockey ever, and it's hit the goalie. And that's what we just saw.
Yeah.
Novo is definitely going to get tossed from this game.
Well, a very interesting moment we just saw, Peter. As we just mentioned about Novo, he might get thrown out.
He's definitely gone, that's for sure, Sean.
Yeah.
Can never hit a goaltender at all, especially with that big of a hit. The question now is, with the retaliation, will San Jose send somebody to the box? I'd imagine, just because ACHA, no tolerance for fighting, it's going to have penalties for both sides here, especially after the fight right behind once Meniski took the hit. But, man, you just are glad to see the goaltender back up and into his crease, but something you almost never see in hockey because the goaltender is such a well-respected position, and you just know once something is happening where the goaltender gets hit, bench is clear. And fortunately, we didn't see benches clear on that, just a fight instead.
Yeah, you're right about that. As we see right now, we see Lambin and Brown, two captains, trying to sort this out, what the results may be from the officials. But we do see some little hecklage from both sides of the bench, both benches actually, after what we just witnessed, that unfortunate viewership of the goalie, of San Jose's goalie just being absolutely obliterated. But what is your prediction of this, Peter? Do we see possibly another 10-minute misconduct or something extreme?
Well, on the stat sheet, it will go down as misconduct for sure for Novo after hitting the goaltender. And he's ejected as well. Game misconduct and an ejection. It doesn't look to me like San Jose is going to take a penalty, which is a little surprising given that punches were thrown. Although right now we're seeing the captain, Kenneth Brown, just trying to figure out with his side who's going to serve a potential penalty, what's going to happen.
So as you did mention, Lambin's coming back to tell his teammates what the officials are informing, while Brown's going up to see what the officials are going to inform him as well. Seeing what both captains are going to have to inform their teams after we wait on these results.
Well, looking ahead, partner, it's going to be an extra chippy game tomorrow. Both these teams right back at it on rink 1 instead of 4 here at Great Park Ice. You'd imagine the same squad is running it back for San Jose. However, there could be some suspensions coming. Typically with fighting, you're going to get a game. And so right now, it's going to be an offensive zone face-off for San Jose. That much we know. It's just what will be the official call. And so the other thing, too, Sean, that you have to look out for is it's a major penalty.
Yeah.
So San Jose can really get back into this thing, because if you get a goal, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get the chance to continue on the power play. It doesn't expire.
So
looks like we have dual penalties. Wow. They just announced it over the PA, partner. Double game misconduct. Charging also the call for Novo. And going to serve the penalty is going to end up being Barlow. Barlow gets to serve it. So, major penalty here. Big hit. I've never seen something like that. Never seen it before, partner.
I could say the same thing. I mean, you just don't see it. Now the Titans have two of the players stuck in the penalty box, while San Jose is just waiting to have a full roster bags. We see the face-off win by the Spartans. Hopefully they can use this advantage to get up on the board now and cut this lead down to 1.
2-goal lead is the toughest one to try and keep in hockey, so you get a goal here. If you're Spartans, you're right back into it.
Comes Brown. Brown trying to look for his teammates. Picked up by Bram. Get back to Brown. Lost it. Here comes the pucks up for grabs. Center ice. Still some that defensive aggression we see from the Titans.
Good forecheck for sure. That's what you want to see on the power play, or rather the penalty kill if you're the Titans.
Here comes Bram with the opportunity to score. Shots miss off the glass. Picked up by Bram. Hopefully this is the opportunity they needed, and it is good. Goal for San Jose. Cuts the lead down.
It's 2-1, and there's still going to be 4 minutes on the major penalty. That's a big goal for San Jose.
It's a face-off won by San Jose. Hopefully they can do something here. And shot saved by Reyes. Misfire. Picked up by San Jose. Waiting for someone to pick it up.
Interesting no whistle there, Sean. It looked like Meniski played the puck outside the trapezoid. But instead, no call, and so San Jose will continue on the major penalty.
Koner's trying to work a little magic here, trying to tie this game up. San Jose. It's picked up. And be saved by Reyes. A little pushing, shoving we see from San Jose, but will not try to escalate the situation any further. 2-1, 4:29 left to go, folks. It's a beautiful night here at Great Irvine Park on rink 4. It's a face-off. Hoping to see if San Jose was able to win it, but no, it will be the Titans, and it'll be regained by San Jose. Give it up to Warren. Warren trying to escape the little ruckus. It's picked up by Andrews. Andrews pushing up the ice, trying to get his team back to a tie game.
Oh, look out! 2-on-1 developing here, shorthanded.
We see a 2-on-1 break here. Here's some play, no good. Broken up by San Jose. Missed opportunity for Titans to add a 3-1 lead.
Liam McKay had a wide open net, Sean. Excellent centering pass from Ezra Gale. Found him on the back side of the play. Just couldn't put it home.
It's picked up by Warren. Warren going to take the puck up. Hopefully find the results he's looking for. It'll be short-lived. Time to stop, and now it's picked up by San Jose. Around. Try to find someone, but no one's there. Picked up by the Titans. Now it's given back to San Jose. Hopefully another repossession. 3 minutes left on the clock. San Jose desperately needs to find some sort of life here to end this period off. Hopefully it's a tie game.
We're finally under 2 minutes on the major penalty. Titans only giving up 1 goal. All things considered, so far so good.
Brown has it, looking for his teammate. Giving it to Colbert. Back to Brown. Couldn't get it. This is regained by the Titans. Grab. And call it on it. Call it San Jose.
Offside is the call. I don't know about that one, Sean. It was close. It was close for sure. Instead, it'll be a neutralized face-off. And finally, the 10-minute major is served from earlier on.
That is Connor Colbert, done with his 10-minute penalty. Because the Titans hopefully could find a result. No good. Off the glass. The game by San Jose. It's picked up by Blake Graham. Graham trying to work his magic. Little move, shifty move. Clobbered up.
Look out, here's Jason Indalis all alone.
And great stoppage by Miniski. Miniski was able to block Jason's shot. So, under 2 minutes to go, 1:56 on the clock, 2-1, Peter. 30 shots on goal for Titans, 16 for San Jose. What does that give you? What does that tell this? What does that tell the story of this game?
We've just been mentioning it over and over again. It's been a good offensive showing from Fullerton, but also San Jose has really gotten back into this game, so it doesn't really matter how many shots the Titans have had if you're only up 1 goal.
And in a missed opportunity play.
30 seconds to go on the power play.
Comes the Titans. Trying to work some magic. Miniski gives it back to Bram. And trips. Picked up by his brother. Comes San Jose. Work a little magic. Was given off to Bram. Now Bram regains possession. Good hit.
And finally, the power play is over. San Jose is done.
Brown gets it to Bram. Bram shoots, scores! And we are tied. Brown with the assist to Bram. 2-2 is the score now. We were under a minute away until this period was going to conclude, and now all of a sudden, Peter, this game has turned upside down. As first period we saw all Titans, and now second period San Jose seems to answer the call.
Good job fighting their way back into it. That's what you want to see if you're head coach Burden. Just get some grit from your squad, especially on the road, so far away from home. And it's game 1 of 2 here in Fullerton, or rather Irvine, for these 2 matchups. So that's what you want to see.
Picked up by Kirovdi. Big hit. Titans regain possession. Come to Titans. Give it to Lambert. No one's there. Picked up by Titans. Give it to Mallet. Mallet. No good. Off the glass. Pucks up for anyone. Intercepted. Here comes Lambert. Save by Miniski. Comes San Jose. 10 seconds left on the clock. Do we see anything? Here comes San Jose. Lost puck. Titans have it. Rams tries. Shoots. No good. Blocked by Miniski. 2.5 seconds left on the clock. Well, most likely you're going to see another face-off ball. We'll probably will not be able to see anything coming off to this, Peter. Most likely they're going to run off the clock, go into the third period, work it up. But as a result, Peter, 2-2. And before we discuss any further, face-off won by Titans. But that is it for second period. Peter, little insight. What does the story tell you for the second period compared to the first period?
It's hard to describe, Sean. Titans looked like they had the chance to really take over in this game. But as I mentioned, the 2-goal lead is the toughest one to handle and try and keep in hockey. So, after 2, and after that major penalty, that's when things turned. San Jose's back into this one, and it's anybody's game going to the third frame.
Absolutely right, Peter. Well, as we conclude the second period, we will go into intermission right now. Hope to see you guys soon. 2-2 is your score right now. We'll see what the third period will give us. Will it give us a tight story or something else? Coming back soon. Welcome back to this beautiful evening here, ladies and gentlemen. About to start off the third period. 2-2 right now is the score. Both teams tied. It's been a fairly interesting matchup, Peter. Don't you say? We first saw Titans up 2-0, and San Jose was able to answer 2-2.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this third frame goes. It's anybody's game at this point.
So we tip off now. Face-off is won by the Titans. Cycle back. Now it's picked up. It's picked up by the Titans. Here comes the offensive movement. It's picked up by Graham. Graham. He's up to Lamb. No good. Near corner. Puck's picked up by the Titans. It's picked up by Lamb. Up to the far corner. Trying to get out this double team from the San Jose sending. Puck's up. Up to the Mercury Insurance. Here comes San Jose. 3-on-2. No good. It's picked up by the Titans. Little fast break they got here. 3-on-2. Trying to find some sort of life. No good. Saved by Meniski. See some. We're watching as we're seeing some movement change here. Subbed out, substitution in.
If you're the Spartans right now, they've definitely had a good chance, but they've given them too many opportunities down low in the crease from the Titans.
So now we see anybody trying to gain possession of the puck. Far left. Picked up by Titans. Circling back. It's Parnell. He's back. Shot. Saved by Niski. Shot was made by Daniel Rodon. Let's see another face-off here between San Jose and Castle Fullerton. 18:36 left on the clock. Face-off won by Titans. Shot far out, no good. Shot again, no good. Blocked by Uniski. Far left is the puck. Picked up by Titans, circling around. No good. Puck's picked up. Far left. Picked up by Cal State Fullerton. Odd man rush. Snap picked up by Cal State Fullerton. Close, right? Here comes Cal State Fullerton, no good.
Well, Sean, so far, we mentioned the shot totals. That was the big point of the first two periods. It doesn't matter anymore in this third frame. Basically think like the scoreboard is 0-0 and just try and get pucks on net in general to see if you can get a redirect if you're the Titans as well as the Spartans.
Absolutely correct, Peter. Face-off is won by San Jose. Spoken by Andrews. Pucks to the blue line. Taken up by Titans. Now it's taken up by San Jose off to blue line. Big hit. No one near it for San Jose to gain it. It's picked up by Titans. Close right. Close right again. Still no in possession. Now picked up by the Titans. Picked up at exterior point. Blue line. Now it's picked up by Jason. Stolen. Defensive plan is looking so far well for Titans. Rushing it up. Shot, no good. Saved by Meniski.
I think what I love seeing behind the play is Meniski. One of his players fell down that last play, and he's just got his hands on his head. He's a very expressive goaltender, surely. And you've seen it throughout the night, and he took that big hit late in the second period, but he's trying to will his team to a victory here, and they have a good chance with a tie game.
Absolutely correct. Face-off won by Andrews for San Jose. It's now picked up by Tyler Lambert. Lambert cycling back to his teammates. Titans. Good defensive destruction by San Jose. Chris Bram. Bram. Shot far out. No good. Off the glass. Off to far right. Picked up by Brown. Now it's taken up by Titans. Giving back to San Jose on the red line. San Jose seems to be trying to control this game as miscue taken up by the Titans. Now it's anyone's game ball. Down left. Here comes San Jose. Try to use a move. No good. Up left to Mercury Insurance. Puck picked up blue line. Here comes the Titans. Intercepted by San Jose. San Jose with a shot. No good. Reyes with a nice stop. See some substitutions coming in for San Jose.
This is an important game for the Spartans. They came into this one 5-13 overall. Haven't really had the chance to pick things up outside of their home arena at Sharks Ice at San Jose. And so they're looking for a big road victory. They only have 2 so far this season, but trying to get their 3rd on the road, especially in SoCal.
As we just saw a missed shot by Colbert, far left. Taken up by Spartans, far right. That was close right, taken up by the Titans. Here comes the offensive movement. Titans looking up for something. 1-2 move, no good, off glass. Now it's far left, picking up by Titans. Here comes Tyler, no good, saved by Miniski. 15:06 left on the clock, folks.
Again, Sean, that's all that Fullerton's trying to do is just get pucks out in front of the crease area. Try and get some pressure on Miniski, see if he maybe goes for a poke check and leaves open his blocker's side. Nothing happened there. He's stayed tall ever since those first 2 goals in the first period. He's been tough.
Absolutely correct, Peter. As faceoff was won by San Jose. Big hit. See some pushing and shoving.
It's getting gritty for sure.
Pass bounced off by Titans. Trying to find some position. 2-on-1 collision. No good. Titans still have possession. It's picked up by Rodon. Rodon gives it back to his teammate. No good. Intercepted by San Jose. There goes center. Far left. Still anyone's game here. Both teams trying to fight out who has possession. It's now picked up by San Jose. Up to the far left. Collision there. Still picked up by San Jose. 2-on-3. And it seems Cal State Fullerton. No, it will be San Jose who has possession. Now it'll be Cal State Fullerton. Game possession on the close right. Pass given it to San Jose. Should have been an opportunity for San Jose to shoot and score, hopefully. But now here comes the odd man rush for Cal State. Pass broken up. No good. Here comes San Jose now. Shot attempt by San Jose. No good. Puck's at the near corner. Here comes San Jose. Here comes Cal State Fullerton. Now it's taken up by San Jose. Lambert still able to pick it up.
That was close to too many men on the ice. Could have been a penalty for Fullerton. Lucky to get away with it.
Here goes the offensive rush on the top right, on the far left. Lambert gains possession, blue line. Gives it to teammate. On close left. Shot's no good. Saved by Miniski.
What's interesting, Sean, is a bit of a shuffle or at least a late, or rather long shift for Czech. He's finally off the ice, and it'll be Francos and Lambert as the defensive pairing with Catania's line out there for Coach Bamps. You have your top two pairing with perhaps your bottom line. You got to try and work things around and try and get a deflection perhaps out front. Work through your D-man here.
Correct, Peter. As faceoff was intentionally won by Cal State Fulton, and now it's taken up by San Jose. Intercepted. Picked up by San Jose. Ball off the Chick-fil-A sign. Still in San Jose's possession. Cycling back around the goalie. Close left, picked up still by San Jose. Shot by Titans, no good, far right. Shot attempt, saved by Meniski. Here come the Spartans. Here's the rush. Brown. No good. Titans playing some excellent defense against San Jose. Puck's picked up by Tyler. By Lambert. Here's Lambert. 3-on-2. No good. Taken up by Morris. 2-on-1. No good by San Jose.
Good forecheck here from Lamb, forcing a turnover.
Titans playing some excellent offensive and defensive moment. See a low grab over there by Titans. Comes the puck. Here comes San Jose. Close right. 3-on-2. Far right out. No good. Taken up by the Titans. So tell me, Peter, 11:20 left on the clock. Sees both teams are evenly matched in this third period game. As we see the shot, no good. Far right saved by Meniski. Taken up by the Titans. But as I was mentioning, Peter, both teams seem to be steadily controlling the puck evenly. What does it tell you after what we saw the previous two periods?
Yeah, not trying to give up anything here. Working through the neutral zone as much as possible. Titans just unable to get that goal to go at any point. Meniski's been up to the task so far. You just have to ask Kat Reyes to do the same when the puck's in her end of the rink.
Absolutely correct. Got San Jose in possession. Given up by Colvida. Colvida, no good. Puck's close right. Taking away Cal State Fulton, far right. Clock's still going. Cal State Fulton trying to push up. Center field. Puck cycling around, picked up by San Jose. Now it's taken up by Cal State Fullerton. Let's pick it up. Shot, no good by Mallet. It's picked up by Cal State Fullerton. Because goal, no good. Try to do a little setup plan for.
It's still loose.
It's good in. Is it in? They count it. It went through. Ezra Gale with the goal. I didn't think he was going to get it in, Peter. That was a tight window he managed to get through. Wow.
Initially, Sean, it was a wraparound opportunity that was blocked by the defender in front. Right now, the referees are discussing that play, whether it did cross the line, perhaps some goalie interference. Right now, it does stand as a goal, just trying to shove it through and get as many sticks as you can on that puck to put it through into the net. As it stands, Ezra Gale has the goal, and they wave it off.
Wow. Oh, wow. To be honest, Peter, I thought it actually went in because seeing all that, well, obviously seeing all that ruckus, it's hard to determine, but the way how this game is going and how the offensive story for Cal State Fulton has been, I thought they were going to give it to Cal State Fulton based on their domination offensively, but I guess now we're going to see a tie game still as the officials are still discussing to both captains right now.
Yeah, I think it's just going over what they saw on that play. Initially, like we said, ruled a goal, but it could have been goalie interference on that play. Not entirely sure what they'll rule that as, but they ruled it as no goal for sure, and we still have a tie game. Great opportunity for Fullerton You hope that doesn't come back to bite you later on.
No doubt about it, as under 10 minutes ago, 9:51 on the clock, game still tied, face-offs won by the Titans. Lambert was attempting to put up another shot on goal, but no good. The Titans right now. Puck's up to the UCL sign. It's picked up by Titans. Now it's given to San Jose. Up to far left. Now Lambert has possession. Good his teammates. Here comes Cal State Fullerton. Close left. No good. Both teams still try and fight possession for that puck. Evenly matched out here. As we're reaching the 9-minute mark left of this game. Still anyone's game. Here comes San Jose. On the close right. And shot's good! Oh my goodness. Blake Graham has stunned Cal State Fullerton with an extremely difficult shot, yet excellent goal. Scores 3-2, under 9 minutes to go, Peter. Cal State Fullerton, what is their plan now?
Well, first of all, I have to give credit to Brem. Excellent job on the one-timer. Just puts it top shelf over the glove side of Reyes. Excellent opportunity to find him right in front of the crease and to get that go-ahead goal. First lead for San Jose tonight. And like we mentioned previously, when Fullerton had the chance and the goal was disallowed, right now, Fullerton has to get back into it by just sticking to what their game plan was coming into it. Shots on net. You got to try and look for a redirect, look for a rebound or something off the pad of Meniski, and just try and put one home.
Absolutely right. So we're now 8:40 left on the clock. Here comes San Jose. Oh, it's taken up by Titus. Here's the shot. And no good. Meniski was able to save it.
Going Snow Angel to try and prevent the lead, or from giving up the lead, I should say. Good job by Meniski. It looked to be loose in the 5-hole, perhaps. I think it was McKay who was trying to poke one through, but instead the keeper's up to the task to make it a 1-goal game.
Absolutely correct, Peter. As here comes San Jose Fullerton. They seem to have won the faceoff, but now it's taken to San Jose. Bale try to grab it. They're going to Titans far left, trying to push up. Bounce off the wall. Taken up by San Jose. On the ice. Here goes the Cal State Fullerton. Shot no good. Meniski with another great save.
Look out.
Here comes the counterattack. Can San Jose put this forward too? Reyes, excellent block. Still fighting for it. And it's an excellent save by Reyes. Multiple shots on goal, and Reyes was still able to prevent another goal addition for San Jose Spartans.
I think it was Patrick Check who's trying to clear the puck. Instead, he sent it up into the air. It went off the pad of Reyes, who had made the initial stop, and then it's just a scramble to try and put it home. Referee with a quick whistle to stop that one from getting any more chippier than it was, and it's still a 1-goal game.
The faceoff was won by Cal State Fullerton. Here we go. All-man rush. And San Jose was able to disrupt it.
Look out, little 4-on-2.
San Jose, this is the opportunity they needed. And overthrown. Big hit by Cal State Fullerton on the close right. Saved by Reyes with the pad. Fighting for it. Still safe. Reyes with another excellent block.
And she's been good for the most part tonight. Just a couple miscues, unfortunately. Those 2 goals in the second period came during the 5-minute major, as well as on the end of that major when it was expiring. That third goal that she gave up, that's the one that she would want to have back for sure.
Absolutely correct, Peter. It's face-off. Technically won by San Jose, but now it's given back to the Titans. Cycling back, here comes Lambin. Taken up by Cal State, taken up by San Jose.
Look out
San
here.
Jose. Excellent block by Lambert. Far right. San Jose trying to figure something out. Now it's taken up by Cal State Fullerton. Taking it up to the ice. Here comes the move. This is it. Shot. Way wide. Trying to find some sort of life. Tie this game up.
I'm liking what I see so far in the last few minutes. It's, like I mentioned, just shots on net, try and get one through Meniski. The defense in front of him has not been as great in terms of blocking shots and getting back on the back check. However, Fullerton just unable to put it past the keeper, who's been excellent since those first 20 minutes.
You're right, Peter. Here comes Rodon. Rodon with another shot again. No good. Saved by Meniski. Giving back to Rodon. Rodon up to center ice. Trying to figure something out. Comes Kelsey Fullerton. No good. Kelsey Fullerton being pressurized by San Jose. Here's Ruiz. Ruiz trying to work some magic. Shot up, no good. Saved by Meniski. Taken out by Gale. Gale lost it, no good. Picked up by Kelsey Fullerton on the far left. Here comes Gale. Picked up by Lamb. Lamb doing something. No good. Big hit by San Jose. San Jose trying to do something, but here comes Cal State Fullerton.
Try to get a little drop pass over to Cutting McKay that time. Or rather, McKay to Lamb, but unable to do so. They'll try and regroup here.
You're absolutely right. Here comes the push that Cal State Fullerton needs. Shot up. No good. Off the right. Here comes Lambert. Gives it up. Wants the puck back. No good. Still taken up by Cal State Fullerton. 5:30 left on the clock. 3-2. San Jose still up. Little tussle for it. Nothing for Cal State Fullerton on the close left. Here comes Gale. Gale. Move back to left. Now comes back in. Here goes Lambert. Shots way off.
That was an extended amount of offensive zone time for Fullerton. I'm surprised that nothing was able to get past Meniski. A few chances for the Titans that time, but the Spartans' defense held strong to keep it a one-goal game. We're about 5 minutes left in this third period, Sean, and I'm liking what I'm seeing, but you're only going to get about one, maybe two more shifts for the Titans with that top line, which had so much pressure the last minute or so.
You're absolutely right. Here's comes Colbert. Taken by Lambert. Here comes Colbert with repossession. The lead pass, no good. Far left, now taken up by Cal State Fullerton. 4:46 left on the clock. Time is not on Cal State Fullerton's side right now. Here's Rodon. Shot up, no good. Blocked by Meniski. Repossessed by Cal State Fullerton. Here comes Lambert. Lambert gives the Senator. Taking it up by San Jose. Lambert regains it. Cycling back. Far left. Here comes San Jose.
Interesting line we have here. It's Webster, Andalis, and center. Not the usual offensive line from Coach Bamps, but he's trying anything here late.
4:04 left on the clock, Peter. But I would like to bring this up. With only 4 minutes up on the clock, the story was Cal State Fullerton dominated the entire game from the first period up to the second half of the second period. And now all of a sudden, San Jose flipped the script. What does that tell you of this game so far?
Just a lack of being able to put anything home. Honestly, you can't fault anybody on Fullerton's side. It's been all Meniski able to make just about every save that's come his way. He's done an excellent job standing tall in front of the net, eliminating any, I guess more so any bad angle opportunities is what I'm trying to say.
You're correct. As the Titans were able to repossess the puck for quite some time, and now they still do. Lead pass is intercepted by San Jose. Now given back to Bell.
You do finally have that top line back out. It looks like they may get a chance for a second line or a second shift later on at the end of this game when you may pull the goalie. But surprisingly, not the top defensive pairing out for Coach Bampenchow.
Absolutely correct. As Gale is pushing up the ice. Comes Gale trying to work a little magic with his little speedy moves. Nothing good on the close left. Still Cal State Fullerton's puck. Shot, no good, block. Now it's taken up by San Jose. Looking for his teammates. Here comes San Jose. 3-2, shot, no good. Off the glass, far right. Time is not in possession. Time is not in favor of Cal State Fullerton right now. With only 2:40 left on the clock. Gale picks it up. There's Ruiz.
Keep an eye out for Reyes coming out of the net for an extra attacker, perhaps.
Missed opportunity by Cal State Fullerton. Now it's picked up by Gale. Gale gets back to his end. Shot, no good. Saved again by Meniski. I'd like to mention this, Peter. On the score right now, Cal State Fullerton is reaching the 50 mark for shots on goal, yet are still down. Does that mean how much of that tells Cal State Fullerton offensively, despite the score not being in their favor?
Well, right now they're going for a timeout just to try and get some tired skaters, I'd say, to try and recover some energy here. You're going to have 2:23 left in an offensive zone faceoff. I wouldn't be shocked if they pull the goalie and try and get an extra attacker. Going back to the shots on goal, really what that says is just how good Meniski has been. He has been the star of the game ever since the first 15 minutes or so of that first period. And so after this timeout, you want to try and see what type of set piece Fullerton will go for. I'd imagine with the top line out there, they're going to try and find Lamb trying to make his way through the middle, perhaps find McKay on the right side for a one-timer, Gale on the left. You got two centers out there, and that's really important. The thing is, though, you have to try and shoot the puck and try and find a window. We'll see exactly what they come out of the break with.
You're absolutely right, Peter. With only 2:23 left on the clock in this third period, Cal State Fullerton was dominating this entire game. The story seemed to be in favor for them. This game looked to be all right, but now it's all left, giving San Jose this opportunity to close this game out. And as you did mention it, San Jose did lose to Cal State Fullerton last week. And now San Jose gets to even that series matchup. Do we see this game being in favor for San Jose despite how the third period is? Or do we see some sort of life given from Cal State Fullerton to tie this game up?
Well, we'll have to see right here. Face-off draw.
Face-off is won by Cal State Fullerton. Lambert gives it to Gale. Gale trying to do something. Far left. San Jose is really trying to waste his clock right now.
Extra attackers out.
And it was off by the goal a little bit. There is a no goalie right now, as you were correct, Peter. Cal State Fullerton is trying to look for the attack right now.
That could have been dangerous. Go down 2 with 2 minutes to go. Almost impossible to come back from. They pulled Reyes right after Fullerton won possession of the puck. Didn't get there in time, though, and almost sent it down for an empty net goal.
You're absolutely right, Peter, as here comes Cal State Fullerton trying to do something. Puck's off to the far left.
Sean, I don't know if you saw that, but Liam McKay, he almost did the Michigan goal, and Meniski was able to get to that top corner and get away from any dangerous threat. That was impressive if it could have gone.
Yes,
look
right.
out.
Uh-oh. Here comes San Jose. No goal. This is it for them. Oh! Oh, no! Off the ball! Impossible! How?
The Spartan bench
Here comes Cal State Fullerton. Less than a minute left. That could have been it for San Jose. Now here comes San Jose. Full court here. No good again. What is this? What is going on? Peter. What? Peter. 2 missed shots. Missed opportunities. They could have had another goal.
You see on your screen, that's exactly where the puck rang off the post I can't believe it. Had the game on his stick. Could have sealed the deal. Not once, but twice does the puck go to the side of the net. I can't believe what I just saw. We've seen just about everything, Sean.
We have, except maybe with only 47 seconds left on the clock. Is there still enough for a game-tying goal? Here goes Casafonte. Here comes Lambert. Lambert with a shot. No good. Off glass. Casafonte desperate trying with only 38 seconds left on the clock. Far left. San Jose still trying to fight for that puck. There's still no goal out there. Time is running out. Less than 30 seconds left. Casafonte needs to do something here.
Still nobody's coming away with it.
There goes Gil. Gil comes out. They're still waiting for it. Off the far left.
15 seconds.
So there has to be something for Casafonte. Here comes Lambert. Shot no good off. 7 seconds left. I don't think this is. Oh man. With so much time, with so many opportunities, Casafonte they almost were able to at least have some sort of light to tie this game. But with 2.8 seconds left, Peter, is there still a chance?
I'd say the odds are less than 1%. But never tell me the odds. You got a chance.
Here goes Gil. Casafonte. Their shot no good. Saved by Casafonte. And we see some ruckus. Pitches are thrown. The game is over. The emotions are spewing around these both teams. None of these teams don't care if the game ended. They're still going at it. As Rondon is still trying to make his point, but the game's over.
Sean, it's like I said earlier, you can't go after the goalie, and I don't know what Justin Center's doing there. He just goes for the back of the head of the netminder. Miniski slammed the door at the buzzer, and then tensions just climbed to an all-time high. Regardless, Spartans are the winners tonight. Just an incredible comeback victory for them. Down 2-0, end up winning 3-2. Just a great performance overall.
This clearly, from what this game has been going in favor of Casafonte in this game, it clearly looks like to be an upset for Casafonte. As
we've got some in-house issues, it sounds like, perhaps. Referees trying to figure things out. Handshakes are typically the custom after the game's over, but right now, both teams just getting off the ice as quickly as possible.
You are correct, Peter, but the game's over. Casafonte seemed to run away with this one, but in the last period, that did not come to be true as San Jose was able to upset them, taking away their offensive motive, their storytelling of how dominant they were going to be. You know these players were going to go in these locker rooms with the thought of thinking, man, we were doing so well offensively, you know, we were getting their heads, and now that story's not going to come true for Casafonte. San Jose is going to run away with this one, upsetting them. As we just did see, Peter, that did put a huge effect on Casafonte as we saw Stenner throwing hands on Miniski, and Casafonte not taking it too well. But if you're Casafonte now with this loss, what does that tell you?
Got to come back tomorrow. Less than 24 hours is puck drop. Game 3, the rubber match, as they may say in baseball, where you just got to try and win it, secure the season series. It's going to be chippy. There's no way to put it besides it's going to be a lot of physicality. You saw it tonight. I'm sure you'll see it again tomorrow. I'm excited to see how both teams come out firing early on, see who's in net for San Jose. I wouldn't imagine that Miniski's back in it. I'd imagine it's Camus Stevens instead who's going to be the netminder. For Fullerton, it could be Reyes, could be Connor Acevedo making his return to the net. Haven't seen him in a while. Could be somebody else, we'll see. But just to finish up this game, Sean, good win by San Jose State. You have to credit them. They were the ones that came back. It's hard to come back down 2-0 and they were able to do so, especially getting outshot 50-26. Just a it's a good word. It's a good win. That's what I'm trying to say. Well-worthy win. It's the stuff that can really make or break your season. And they're going to try and carry this momentum into tomorrow and then into their future games the rest of the season.
On to the final topic before we conclude this broadcast. The score is 2-3. San Jose did win. However, we got to talk about the story of Meniski. 50 shots on goal by Cal State Fullerton and 26 shots on goal by the Spartans. Does that say anything of how this game ended up to be?
Yeah, definitely does. Meniski played great. I can't put it in simpler terms. Guy was incredible in net. Saves left and right. Really, after those first 15 minutes, I couldn't see any flaws with his game. He was able to make just about every save that came his way. Credit to him. He was the first star of the game for sure.
Absolutely right. Well, that concludes this special broadcast for the special evening night. Cal State Fullerton unfortunately loses to San Jose Spartans 2-3. I'm Sean Herrera. This is Peter Gibbs signing off, saying good night. Off from the Great Park Irvine on Rink 4. Good night, everybody.